So the Bible says that God created the sun to rule the day and the moon to rule during the night, the moon and the stars to rule during the night. It would be funny if the sun just wakes up and says, okay, I would love to rule during the night. I think ruling during the night is my thing. God is sovereign, right? He's a creator. So he created them and he placed them where he knew they would best function. Now there is this very powerful story of purpose in the book of Judges. Judges chapter 9 from verse 8. I'll read really quickly. One day the trees went out to anoint a king for themselves. They said to the olive tree, come be our king. But the olive tree answered, should I give up my oil, by which both gods and humans are honored, to hold sway over the trees? Next the tree said to the fig tree, come and be our king. But the fig tree replied, should I give up my fruit so good and sweet to hold sway over the trees? Then the tree said to the vine, come and be our king. But the vine answered, should I give up my wine, which cheers both gods and humans to hold sway over trees? Finally, the trees said to the thorn bush, you know a thorn bush, right? A bramble. The tree said to the thorn bush, come and be our king. The thorn bush said to the trees, if you really want to anoint me king over you, come and take refuge in my shade. But if not, then let fire come out of the thorn bush and consume the cedars and Lebanon. So interesting, right? See, the trees are looking for a king, and then they come to these trees that know who they are. They know what God created them to be. The olive tree, the vine, and what other tree was that? The olive tree said no, the vine said no, and the fig tree also said no. And they know, the reason they said no is because they know what God purposed them to do. And these trees are stating how enjoyable their roles can be. Like, should I let my wine that I produce, should I stop producing my oil? Like, if you find purpose in life, even if they propose kingship to you, you will deny, you will refuse. Why? Because when you find purpose, you find fulfillment. When you find purpose, you find fulfillment. You can only be like the bramble. The bramble is like, me, I feel like I'm useless. What is my role even? If they want me to be king over them, let me be king, sure. That is how some people are. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing. And even if you know what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing that thing, you are susceptible. Like, you can easily give in. If they say, come and do this when you're not supposed to do it, you're going to easily give in and go for it. But when you find purpose, you can be working at a level where you think that people think it's a low level, but you're working at that level and you find fulfillment and you're waiting on the Lord in every aspect. My charge to you is to find God. Yeah. If you find God, you will find purpose. And when you find purpose, you will live a more fulfilling life. And you will not be hasty in life. You will not be anxious. Yes. If you find God, you find purpose.